All right. So some days you have the mindset of just going for it, 100%, just trying to kill it in a performance, even if your lips feel like garbage. And then some days your lips are feeling great, but you don't really have that mindset of really going for it. But when you have both of those things happen on the same day, typically good things happen. Typically. That's why I'm about to tell you about this certain performance I had once. I was in my church orchestra, and we were having a rehearsal on a Sunday afternoon of a song that we would be playing with the choir in the evening service. And as we were rehearsing, I could just tell that my lips were feeling great, and I just had that mindset that I was going to go for it 100%. No matter what happened, I was going to go for it. So there's like me and I think three other trumpet players in the orchestra, and I was first chair. And this particular song had more high notes than I was usually accustomed to playing in a song. But again, lips are feeling great, everything's feeling great. So we performed the song that night, and as we're going through it, again, I'm going all out and I'm nailing everything. Every entrance, every high note is like perfect. Like, it was phenomenal. And see, I'm allowed to brag about how phenomenal it was because of how this ends. Right? So we get to the last two measures. The second to last measure has a high C on a whole note with a fermata. And then the final measure is a eighth note stinger on a high C. So we get to that second to last measure, and I go for that high C, like really go for it, and I nail it, right? And I'm holding it out, and then I just lost focus. I don't know if I was just kind of like really engaged in my sound, which was pretty phenomenal on that note, or I don't know if I was expecting the conductor to hold it out longer or what. But the conductor cued everyone for the stinger, and I kind of missed it. So I wasn't super late, but sure enough, the conductor gave the final beat and everyone cut off, and then I came in with my high C stinger, which if I had nailed it in the dead of silence in the auditorium, it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. I mean, it still would have been kind of cool, like, yeah, I see. But the problem was I cracked it. Like, I went for it too hard and I got like the D, and then I instantly went back down to the C. But again, this was in the dead of silence because everyone else had already cut off. And sometimes you have a mistake that's kind of mortifying in the moment, but sometimes the mistake is so bad that you just can't get mad or sad or anything about it. Like, when we were done, the orchestra went off stage to put our instruments away. So I'm with the other trumpet players, and once we got out of the auditorium, I mean, we just started cracking up. I mean, it was bad. I mean, you can just imagine it. Everyone's holding this great chord on this big fermata. Everything's been great. Then everyone comes in on that stinger. You think that's it. But wait, here comes the first trumpet player with his stinger. And, oh. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's not much else to say about it. It's a crack note in the dead of silence, pretty much. So that's all for this one. I'll see you next time. Bye.